Hello everybody, a very warm welcome to you all onto my channel once again. Please consider subscribing and hit the notification bell. To prep her skin, I started using Biodendalium serum from Biotic. I spread it all over her face and blend it out. And again, I used a primer from SFR Color to prime her skin. And now I'm color correcting her skin. She is very much prone to acne and she has a little bit of problematic skin as of now. She's under medication for that. And as usual, my camera does not pick much. So actually, I was using red, green, and orange color, orange color corrector to correct some of the areas. And once that is done, I blended it well and let it sit there on the skin for some time. I have not used foundation yet. I will be doing that at the last because I want this color corrector to sit there for quite a while. Now for her brows, I used a brow pomade to outline the eyebrows. And now I am filling the brows with the help of a brow powder. We all have a hereditary issue. We have scanty eyebrows, barely there kind of an eyebrows. So that's a hereditary issue. So once the eyebrows are filled in well, now I'm using a concealer from Wet n Wild to conceal the eyebrows, and I'm just trying to clean it off so that it looks little bit, more precise and more, well sculpted kind of. Doing this step makes a hell lot of difference in the eyes, in the eyebrows. This is my personal opinion. It does make a hell lot of difference once you conceal the eyebrows. So for my eyes, I have concealed with the very same concealer, and I'm using a black eye pencil from Oriflame, and I'm just making a rough lines onto her eyelid. Just above her upper lash line, and I'm just blending that with the help of a brush. And I'm repeatedly doing this. I'm not using the kajal right at one go. I'm applying a little, blending it more, applying a little and blending it more. This is what I was trying to achieve, which you can see on the left hand side, but the camera does not pick much here as well. So I'm just inserting a picture. This was how it was looking. I had actually used a transition color, a brown color, and then I used a kajal and then smudged it with black eyeshadow, and then I used a light maroon or a light brown color on her crease line so that it looks little bit better, or smoked out smoky eyes. So that's what it was looking, but in the video it is not showing, the color is not showing much, so I inserted this picture here. And yeah, I'm just repeatedly applying the kajal, blending it with black eyeshadow, and lastly I'm using some blending brush, and I'm using a light brown or a very very light maroon color onto her crease line. This is what I'm doing. So once this is done, I would be doing the same for the other eye as well. That's the car going. Okay, so yeah, applying some black eyeshadow to intensify furthermore. Now the very same I would be doing in her other eye as well, but now I'm not doing the lower lash line right at the moment because I want to do the foundation now, and I will use some banana powder to bake her under eye and the contour lines. So I would be doing that post the upper eyelid. I will be doing the lower lash line the later. So yeah, once this is done, I would be applying some foundation. This foundation is from Maybelline Fit Me range, and the shade is 230 Natural Buff. This looks little pale right at the beginning on her skin, but then it oxidizes after 5 to 10 minutes and comes to her natural skin tone. This foundation matched her skin perfect. And yeah, I'll take some time for blending because I have to be very careful while doing this. So I will be taking some time for blending. And now to my surprise, in this video I saw just to her on side of the nose it's looking too black. I'm not sure why, but I'll show you the video right at the last. Towards the end of the video you can see it is actually not so. I don't know why, because maybe I don't know why it is looking so. If you realize, just in the inner corner of her eyes it looks too black, but it was not the case. And for the lower lash line, I applied the kajal in a very bold way, and then I smudged it with some black eyeshadow and topped it with some light maroon color which I used in her crease. The very same I would be doing in her other lower lash line as well, applying some kajal, smudging that with some black eyeshadow, and applying some muted maroon color so that it matches with the upper eye. So once this lower lash line is done, I will jump into contour, highlighting her brow bone and inner corners. Yeah, this is what I'm doing, just highlighting the brow bones and the inner corner. Once this is done, I would be doing some contouring and blushing on her skin, but I'm not going very harsh with blush and contour because she already has a problematic skin. Now I'm trying to dust off all the powder which we had set there for, which was sitting there for baking for some time. I'm dusting that off. Now I will go for contouring. I'm going for very light contour, as I mentioned, because she has large pores, and if I go very harsh with contour and blushing and highlighting, it will accentuate the pores furthermore, and it will not look good. So I'm just going very, very, very soft with the contouring, very light contouring, so that I can regain some, shadows on a face, kind of. Just a very, because after applying foundation, as you see, prior to this, it was looking very, flat all over the face. So this helps to bring some color onto your face. So that's the only reason I'm using a very, very light contour on her face, and a little bit in her nose area. In her nose I went a little harsh, but then I blended out and it was looking very, very good, as you can see in the video. Contouring your nose also makes a very good difference on your face. It slims down, if you do it in a right way, it slims down your nose instantly, as you see in the video. Now for blush also, I said I would be going very soft because that's the area where she has a large open pores, so I want to go very, very soft there. So once that is done, I'm using a powder blush to make it more subtle. Now I'm highlighting with the same highlighter from Maybelline Maybelline. This is molten gold, and yeah, just highlighting all the high points. And that's how much she talks all the time. Okay, just kidding. So now here I'm just highlighting, as I said, all the highest point. Once that is done, I'll prep her eyes for falsies. I'm using some mascara from Insight. I will just roughly, do it on her upper and lower lash line. I mean, apply the mascara in the lower and upper lash line. Once that is done, I will let the mascara dry a little bit till the time I apply the falsies, and I went for a lipstick. This lipstick is from Matte Me from In Color. I don't know the shade. I would be writing that in the description box if you are interested. So once that is done, I will just apply the lipstick, and this is a full matte color, and once it is matte, you can see the color. It is very, very pretty color, which can go for all Indian skin tones. So yeah, that's how it looks once it is dried. And now I will be applying some false lashes, which I had kept after applying the glue. It was nicely set, so I'm setting that in her skin. No, in her eyes. And I'm now applying some false setting spray to set all the makeup in and all the powders in. This is how she was looking, and I was so happy with the result. She was looking fabulous. She was looking very pretty. She has very, very pretty feature, like she has sharp nose. Her features are good, so it made the makeup look more better. So that's how she looked. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and we will definitely meet in our next video. Thank you so very much. Take care. Bye bye.